Hey cats, what's happening?
Hi, beautiful people.
I tell you one thing, we won't get the coronavirus out here.
No, thank goodness.
Taking a walk today at the campground. We're at Findlay State Park. We like to walk here because it's quiet and there's nobody here. Well, I take that back because there is a camper back there and there's some people camping up here, but pretty sparse. I think they were hoping it would be a nice weekend.
It's about 40 degrees right now.
Yeah, it's overcast. It's cool, no doubt about that. You'd have to have a pretty good campfire going, but I think you could be comfortable.
Yeah.
But I think it goes down more towards freezing at night, so better have a pretty good sleeping bag for that. So everybody's been asking, giving us well wishes. Been asking about my wife. How are you doing, my dear?
I'm just tired all the time. That immunotherapy put my thyroid out of whack, so the number just kept going up since November. So I had to stop the thyroid medication, go on some other medication to bring the number back down. So
always a struggle.
Yeah, it's always something. And I had therapy Thursday. My doctor, the oncologist, told me with the coronavirus not to go out to send Itchy to the store.
I told her I'd go. But if you know my wife at all, I will tell you this. She doesn't trust me to do the grocery shopping. So she was adamant that she was going to the grocery store. And that's what we did yesterday.
It took our whole afternoon. We had to go to 3 stores to get what we needed.
It was terrible. I mean, I'm sure everybody's aware, if you've been out this weekend at all, you know how the hoarding issue is. That the shelves in a lot of stores are absolutely empty. And good luck trying to find toilet paper, paper towels, other staples. We couldn't find rice on the shelf. We couldn't find bread. We ended up going to 3 different stores, like V said, just to try to get everything that we needed.
Mm-hmm. Which we accomplished. We did do it. And I must say, we usually don't shop at Aldi.
Yeah.
But that was the first store we went to, and we were very impressed because we got the majority of the items at Aldi that we needed. They did have a limit of 2.
Yeah, that store had a limit of 2 on everything. There was people still trying to get by with hoarding, but if you brought more than 2 items to the checkout, the clerk would confiscate them. You were only allowed to take 2. So that was a good practice. Although we did have, 6 avocados, because we were going to make some guacamole.
Yeah, for Mexican dishes.
They took 4 of our avocados. Only let us have 2. How can you make a pile of guacamole with 2 avocados?
Then our next stop, we went to Walmart. I had to get some things from Health and Beauty and some plastic containers. And we thought, well, we'll go get what we couldn't get at Aldi. Oh my God, what a mess that store was.
It was a disaster area. It was a total disaster. I didn't want to go to Walmart, but we usually do our grocery shopping at Walmart. But given this coronavirus scare hoarding situation, I knew that the place was going to be wiped out. To make it 10 times worse, though, our Walmart store decided they were going to do a reorganization of all the shelves. So when you went down the bread aisle, there was canned goods, and when you went down the baking aisle, there was bread, And it was just so confusing. Nothing was where it usually is supposed to be.
And the signs were not up to date. The signs were for the
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, so it was, confusing enough trying to find what you needed, even if there wasn't a hoarding situation, because of how they had everything switched around backwards. Doesn't surprise me for Walmart, though. I have I would say a love-hate relationship, but there's no love there. I just don't care for Walmart, period. It's a big box store. The best thing about it is we get best prices on our groceries there. And the Aldi store too, which is kind of a generic discounts grocery, we've been doing pretty good there too. But this weekend, good grief.
Well, then we had a third stop. We had to go to Giant Eagle. Now that is more like an upper crust type grocery store. And I saw cases of water. I didn't see any shortage there, which says to me they have a good store manager. He was prepared.
Yeah, they were a little better off.
So we finished up our shopping there, and we headed home and put everything away. What we'll encounter next weekend, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know where this thing's going. And the thing that really baffles me about this is, okay, by hoarding all this stuff isn't going to stop you from getting the virus. If it makes its rounds, it's airborne. And it is a lung and a bronchial infection. Affects the lungs. They said dry cough, no runny nose, no diarrhea. So you don't need tissues or toilet paper to blow your nose, and you're not going to have the screaming diarrhea either. So why are you hoarding all this toilet paper? We just see a lot of panic, I guess you would call it, and it's really absolutely uncalled for. It's not going to help anybody in the long run whatsoever, in no way, shape, or form.
There, we saw a couple at Walmart that had a baby. No diapers, no wipes. They were pretty upset.
Yeah, that shelf was completely wiped out clean. There was nothing on the shelf at all. So
before you hoard milk, toilet paper, think of the young family out there with several children that needs it more than you do.
Yeah, well, these people that are doing the hoarding only think about themselves. V and I weren't out to hoard anything. We were just doing our weekly groceries, the same stuff we always get. And it took us, I think, twice as long because of...
I think it was 3 hours.
Yeah, having to go to 3 different stores.
And waiting in line.
The checkout lines were really long too, so that kind of stunk. So anyway, oh, this is our turnaround point. We tried to get a couple miles in. We've been liking to come out here and walk because it's healthy and it's good to walk.
Well, I always walked before, and the doctor said, keep doing what you're doing.
We like to push ourselves some days. We keep a really good heavy stride going where you actually work up a sweat. We try to do at least 2 miles, but we have done here up to 4 miles. And we could do more if we wanted. I mean, some of our hikes in the past, we've done over 6 miles. So,
look at that fancy motorhome.
Allegro. Yeah, that's nice. Got a couple of campers up here. These are the full hookups, but obviously there's no water yet, but they have electric and sewer to use. These guys here have a little windscreen tent set up too that they can picnic in. And behind that tent they got a good campfire going. We'd like to be camping too, but unfortunately we got a sick cat at home. He's an old guy. He's one of our most beloved cats, and twice a day have to give him fluids by infusion. So we're having to put the needle in him and push the fluids into him. He has got renal failure, kidney failure, and he's pretty old, so he needs this constant medical attention or he won't be long to the world. But when we give him the medicine, when we give him the infusions, he perks right up and he acts perfectly normal. So for now he's doing well, but it would be hard for us to go camping and have to deal with that. And he doesn't like traveling anyway, so if we took him with us, he wouldn't be happy. We tried that once before. We tried taking a couple cats camping with us, and none of them liked it. They don't like change. Kitties like to be left alone in their own habitat, and they don't like to be moved out of there and disturbed. So taking them camping doesn't work. This is the primitive campground back here. Obviously it's closed in the winter. It'll open up here in another month, I think. I think April they open up everything, but I don't know, there's a lot of water and puddles and soft areas, and it's just better that they keep people out of these in the winter. And it makes it nice for us to walk because we got virtually no traffic back here, unless the park ranger comes driving back here on patrol. We're usually by ourselves, and it's very nice, peaceful. It's a little chilly today. Well, that's all we got for you today, guys. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, like our video, share it with your friends, tell them about us so we can entertain them too. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. We'll keep you posted with more great videos as we go along twice a week. If you're subscribed, hit the bell notification. You'll get notified each time we post a new video. V, she's the social media director, so she's putting us on Facebook, Twitter, doing a good job of spreading the word around. Until next time, guys, we will see you later.